Essentially, historic racing is the preservation of all the older cars out there, namely Fords, Mazdas, Fiats, Porsches, Chevron Bs. Yeah, there's a whole variety of cars that we've got. With the old cars, it's about milling it and putting stuff on the lathe and getting things made up, which is time consuming, and it's a hobby. Essentially, it's a hobby of getting these cars. So you work and you come home from work, and every night you work on the car, you're putting hours in, and then you take it out on the weekend and actually have fun, and that's what essentially historic racing is about. It's about having fun and spending the time in that workshop. Tinkering, as the older people would say. The production car series, we've got one of a kind. That's only, I think it's the only one left in the country, and that's the POWERKING Golf, which was designed for the production car series, and it is here with us today.
The car I built way back in 1980. It was a special series in South Africa called the Manufacturer's Challenge Series, which allowed unlimited modifications to the car within certain specifications, provided it retained the shape and the look of the original car. And the car raced in 1981 first. And during that time we also did the 9-hour races in Kyalami. We raced the car around the country for quite a while, and then the series fell apart after 2 years. Then there was nothing happening for quite a while, and I lent the car to people in Johannesburg. And for the last about 15 years, it's been in the hands of other drivers on free loan to them. When we got Dezzi Raceway here a few years ago, suddenly my interest was sparked and I brought the car back. What I found when we got the car back is that the maintenance of the car was extremely poor. A lot of the chassis members had cracked and broken. We had to take a lot of the things apart and start again from scratch and rebuild it like it should be. So it's been not solid work, but ongoing 2 years of labor on weekends and night times and whatever to get it back to this state. We're happy to be at Dezzi for the first shakedown of the car today. One of the few remaining Manufacturer's Challenge cars left in South Africa, and the series was really fantastic. It appealed to the public. It was everyday cars that could be highly modified, and they were very good at the time. And so I've been amazed at the response we've had here, and the people who've come to see us and just say hello, and nice to see us back on the track and the car back again. We're not at full steam yet, but we'll get there. And they just love the car. What's happened now over the years that have transpired, and we're talking about 36 years have gone by, historic racing has become very popular. And so all the older racing cars have been either rebuilt or they've built replicas. And there's a historic racing series, older generation cars that are still racing today. So some of them are the real thing, and that's why they love this car, but it's the real, genuine, original one that we built, and it's back on the track. It's the real deal. There's no rebuild. We got another car and we made it look the same. That's just so special, isn't it? You know, to see it go again on the track again after all these years, to be involved again, to put it together like it ought to be, and see it on the track was absolutely marvelous.